What to do about Iraq? That question has dominated the headlines this entire week. And once again, ISIS, the Islamic State for Iraq and Syria, is on the move across central and northern Iraq. They've captured Mosul, they're within an hour's drive of Baghdad, and as of Thursday afternoon, they have one of their flags flying over a major oil refinery. This is about as scary gets, especially in light of the massive investment of human lives and dollars in Iraq over the past years. Not to mention that the they that is on the move across Iraq is not only ISIS, but now includes other groups that we're learning about, groups like the Army of Muhammad and Ansar al-Sunnah. This is genuinely scary and disturbing stuff. And as American politicians debate the question of getting militarily involved in this horror show, we should take a minute to note the painful irony that many of the people whom Americans wanted to arm in Syria as freedom fighters not that long ago are the very same people who those same Americans now want to drop bombs on Iraq. Now, there is a lesson to be learned there. Before we get there, in a bitter moment last night, I turned to someone and said, maybe what we should do is drop bombs on the guys in ISIS, but drop bombs that have bombs on them that won't explode, so that the bombs will kill some of the guys in ISIS, but leave some of them okay, so they can pick up the unexploded bombs, and they can go use those to kill the other people we don't like. I mean, the whole thing is absolutely crazy. And it reminds us the bottom line is it is always a tragedy to go to war. I want to be clear. I believe sometimes it's a necessary tragedy. I want to be clear that I am not a pacifist. I think that there are things worth fighting for and even, God help me, killing for in this world. But that said, as the debate about what America should do in this conflict, or frankly any other conflict that we think about getting into, we should know that war is never as simple or as clean as its proponents would have us believe. No matter how just the cause or how clear the goal may be. And figuring out who the good guys and the bad guys really are is never quite as easy as people would like us to imagine. The current situation in Iraq is scary and upsetting. And not only will it not be solved by looking back over which administration is to blame, we also will not be able to address it wisely and appropriately if we make it as simple as here are the good guys we want to believe in and the bad guys we know are truly evil. It's always messier than that. And going to war, even if necessary, is always a tragedy. I hope those two thoughts are in the hearts and minds of the proponents of staying in and getting out, whatever the conflict may be.